Hey everyone, it's me, Stagger. Excuse me if you hear like some smacking noises. That's because I just ate a block of cheese and my mouth is still trying to process through it. Anyway, so last episode got a little bit deep, and I apologize for that. In fact, I never even gotten past the story of what happened to that bodybuilder, but but before we get to that, I just want to go ahead and state something that um, I came to realize that making the whole making the entire island big enough so that way we won't have to branch out to the smaller island. That takes forever. So what I'm going to be doing instead is actually just simply doing what everyone else does, and that is branch out to it. Also, I hacked myself an item. See this golden pickaxe? For some reason it has enchantment and whatnot. Oh wait, I don't have any volume on. I just realized that. I was trying to... Oops. Oh no! Anyway, I hacked myself an item. That golden pickaxe is only going to be used for... That golden pickaxe right here, for some reason it has protection enchantment level 0 on there. It also has efficiency 10 and is unbreakable. I promise you, I will only be using it for mining cobblestone. This is actually a very, very dangerous pickaxe, and I mean, because look how fast it's able to mine a block. That was one frame. That was one frame, and I'm running the game in 30 frames per second. So, yeah. I will only be using it to mine this cobblestone and nothing more, and that is its only purpose. Oh. It's probably using hotkeys. Anyway, I did make 2 chests. I did make a second chest, but I'm not going to be using it right away, and yeah. Oh yeah, also there was some mobs when I was building this out. In fact, there should still be... Yep, there's that spider. Just seeing it crawl down there just really freaks me out. Anyway, yeah, I got some string, got some rotten flesh. I made bone meal, and I actually started my carrot farm as well. This will just do for now. I'm going to be expanding it once I expand the island a little bit more. And yeah, I'm not going to be shoveling the snow just yet. Okay, we're going to go ahead and bring in a few cobblestone blocks and also 4 planks of wood, just in case we're going to be making ourselves a crafting table. So, I guess now it's actually called a workbench. I'm used to like the old way in Minecraft where it is called a or it is actually called a workbench instead of a... Oh no, it's called a crafting table instead of workbench. I got it reversed. Anyway, okay, yeah, it is on the 3rd layer. I just realized I'm bringing everything in here. I'm bringing everything down with me when there is a mob and we're in the middle of a floating island. It might be easier to go ahead and just store all of this in here. Let me bring in some torches though. Oh wow, there's even... Okay, yeah, there's even creepers. There's a lot of creepers, holy crap. Okay, yikes. I did not expect this. Oh crap! Oh, that was intense. I was not expecting that at all. That was good. That was good. Oh, man. Kind of makes me glad I had those half slaps there. That was insane, though. Everyone saw that. Everyone saw that. Oh, man. Danny, that was actually pretty amazing. I like that quite a bit. Yeah, see, look, another zombie spawned, or another mob spawned. There's clearly something. Did they remove the crit? Anyway, let me see if I can't light up a few more torches. You know what I need to do, actually? Options. Here. Okay, now it's pretty much lit up. The reason why I did that is because it's a lot easier to see the shadows that way. Where is it? Where does it go? I completely... Here it is. Okay. So, anyway. So, about what happened during that time I was doing laundry. So, for those who haven't seen the last video, basically, there was this bodybuilder, you know, he was at, you know, he was sending out flyers at the gym, like, you know, just to advertise, hey, you know, I'm a personal trainer at the, I'm a trainer at the gym. You could probably, go ahead and check me out at some point. And, basically, you know, I was doing laundry at a point at a local laundromat. So, what was going on was that, you know, I brought my DS with me because, you know, who wouldn't bring their DS when they're doing laundry? And basically, this guy was just outright rude. Like, it was just downright rude. Like, so basically, you know, I'm sitting there playing my DS, headphones on. He, I didn't mention this yet last time, but basically he yanked out my he yanked out one of my headphones. It was like, hey, I see you're playing some games. How about you? This is so weird. It's like, how about you, like, do some actual work? Like, getting your body fit. I'm like, excuse me? You know, that's, you know, in any level, regardless if you're a gamer or not, male or female, that, you know, that's not what you would say to a potential customer. You know, you go, you know, you just simply, you know, ask, hey, are you interested into, hey, you know, or I don't know what gym people say, but basically, you know, it's like, hey, I work for, let's just use an example, like a fake gym name, like, hey, I work for Awesome Fitness. I am a trainer there. I am holding a course special where you can have, or pretty much my first month is pretty much just, my first month is only $20, and then $20, and I would like to see you if you're interested. And if you know, if they just did that and, you know, did their job properly, I've been like, oh, cool, thanks, I will consider it. Those would be my exact words, and, you know, that's probably not really the words they want to hear, but you know, it's an honest answer. And you know, I don't really like going to the gym, mainly because it's, or especially with a trainer involved, because it's high pressure to keep up with everybody. But the thing is, I walk to and from work every single day. And, you know, it's not a 10-minute walk either. It's a 1 hour walk. So, it's a 1 hour walk from back and forth. In fact, today I bought myself pretty much a gallon of juice and I carry that in my backpack. So, you know, why do I need to consider, you know, joining an exercise program if I'm already doing exercise for completely free? And, you know, some people say, oh, the energy and synergy is there, blah, 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 and whatnot. And, you know, I get that for some people who like driving cars and whatnot. But, you know, for us people that, you know, actually get out there, walk, bike, and whatnot, it's, you know, it's not really anything that is required. Like, I'm not too worried about my health. I really am not. Worrying about health, or health is pretty much I'm just gonna speed through this. Health is pretty much the least of my concern at the moment. If, you know, if I want to join a gym, I would. But the gym is not really a place for me, because then, you know, there are a whole bunch of people, and there's just so much intensity and pressure. I prefer like, you know, peaceful setting over pretty much a wild, crazy, intense setting. Okay, looks like I'm gonna be needing more of these here. But yeah, I prefer peaceful setting. So anyway, right, back to the story. I kind of rambled off again. So basically, yeah, this guy was just outright rude. And, you know, I'm not going to take that. Take that because, you know, being a gamer, being a nerd, being a hacker, being whatever you want to call me, I'm, you know, and there's just this bonehead just telling me out that, you know, I'm just flat out unphysically fit, or you know, just or gaming isn't like actual practice or whatever. You know, I just passed the island. Oops. Oh boy. Anyway, okay. Anyway, so yes, this person, this bodybuilder, this very rude person, you know, that I keep avoiding it. Like, okay, so yes, this person was just, you know, outright rude, and, you know, I'm in a laundromat, so there's a lot of witnesses. This guy is pretty much, I'm assuming he does his job well if he's, you know, buffed out and it wants to, you know, recruit people to the gym and doesn't really know the true benefits of nerds. So, you know, I do what pretty much any other person would logically do, and that is talk my way out of, pretty much, you know, talk him into some manners. And, you know, I know what you're thinking. Oh, that doesn't really sound that impressive at all. But like I mentioned in the last episode, anything can be solved and avoided through talking. And so basically, you know, I'm talking to this guy, this guy, to this very rude person, you know. And I'm also watching my grammar as well. Even though this guy is such a bonehead, he probably does have some grammar tricks up his sleeve. So, what I do is actually speak in probably a tone that he doesn't understand, which is in a tone that he probably doesn't understand, which is archaic English. And I know what you're thinking. That's a terrible idea because I'm talking to a jock here, and I'm only kind of proving his point. But if you're to speak archaic English to him, there is absolutely no proper way that he can respond, and because he doesn't understand a word that I'm saying. So I'm like, what great tale art thou? What great tale has thy tongue? I'm not that fluent. I'm sorry, but what great tale art thou tongue? Grasp the contained insect of the. That is thy muscles. Thou muscle be thy heroes fallen for height. I can't remember everything, but yeah, basically I was speaking archaic English to this guy, and he was like, what the fuck? He really did not know how to respond, and I'm just like, Avast and I don't know why I switched to pirate, but I apparently switched to pirate at one point. I was like, Avast ye fallen friend, for thy tongue be a cold hard silver. Ouch, that hurt. And anyway, so yeah, that's basically what happened in a nutshell. But yeah, he just walked away and said, okay. Oh, sweet! I didn't know you get obsidian this early. And I also got melons and pumpkin seed. That's great, actually. I'm taking the chest with me. But yeah, that's a poor example of what you should do against, like, someone that is kind of tormenting you. I mean, this guy was just doing his job. This guy was doing his job, and I could say that I'm not interested and whatnot. So he wasn't. I mean, he was very mean and rude, but in a way, he technically was just legitimately trying to recruit people into his gym. He was doing it wrong, don't get me wrong about that, but he was just trying to get people into his gym. And so, I'm not going to be trying to convince him that, he is a I'm not going to try to convince him that he was just being a jerk, and he just doesn't know how to properly talk to people, because without nerds there wouldn't really be any exercise equipment if you think about it, and because they're the ones that pretty much design the shape and handle of dumbbells and basically everything else. So without them without nerds there wouldn't be like your exercise equipment. Yeah, you're not even like your standalone gym, or even gyms in general, because who made electricity? A nerd. Who made a profit of gyms? Some guy by the name of Jim. But what does the gym how does a gym maintain its maintain the building? With nerds. There are accountants. There are accountants. There are people who run electricity generation and all this good stuff. So really without nerds, there wouldn't be anything that you have nowadays, and it's the main reason why we live life so. Excuse me. It's the main reason why we live life so comfortably. And I'm gonna save this obsidian. I want to build the. I want to build the Nether pretty. I have no bucket. Darn it. Okay, so getting into the Nether is going to be a hassle. There's no doubt about that, because this lava source is my only way into the Nether. I will have to burn some wood and find a way to bring this in there. Yeah, I had to burn some wood, and pretty much that's how I get into the Nether. But anyway, so yeah, and I know what some of you might be thinking. I'm talking about all this talk about nerds when he was referring to gamers. Well, I actually do know a few gamers that actually do work out in the gym. I guess that was from my last creeper experience. I do actually know some gamers that actually do work out in the gym. This was like a while back when, or no, what the? Okay, so that proved my theory wrong. Apparently, they can spawn on half slabs as long as it's in the right conditions. All right. Well, let me get to my chest first. Anyway, yeah, and gamer's life, it's pretty much you can live your life any way you want. There's no set rule or reason or rhyme to, pretty much set yourself into another person's way of living. If I don't want to go exercise, if I want to drive a car, I can drive a car. If I want to exercise, I can exercise. If I want to, if I want to live in a basement at my parents' house, that's my choice. They can spawn on actual half slabs? That doesn't make sense. Let me eat some carrots. Anyway, it's my choice. It's solely my choice. I don't have to walk or bike anywhere. I don't have to drive. I don't even have to play games, games is my pastime. Criticizing a person for their choice of pastime, it's that's very unworthy of being, well, pretty much a moral person. Wow, your health goes up pretty fast. I remember, like, back then in 1.5, that, when I did Hardcore Weekly, your health went up as the speed it's going up right now, but, yeah, anyway. Oh, whoa, my hunger's going down fast, too. That's worrisome. That is very troublesome. Okay. Well, anyway, I gotta defend my island. Amongst the vast snow, I must defend my island. Oh, okay, so the creeper spawned over here then. Alright. I can live with that. Anyway, so did it despawn or did it fall? That's the next question I have to ask here. If it fell, then that means I can make myself a mob spawn or a mob trap. Otherwise, what I was actually originally planning on doing was making a what I was originally planning on doing was actually making a mob arena. Because I'm not too big of a fan of mob traps, because oftentimes they're not really that functional. However, if I were to make a mob arena, I can fight a whole bunch of mobs, get their supplies, get my supplies, and also some levels. So I was blown up by. Oh yeah, okay. Now I remember. Never mind. Anyway, I can also get myself some levels, which would actually be quite nice. Okay. I still have my stone shovel. Okay, that's good. So, but yeah, basically, a gamer's life is pretty much a gamer's choice, or really a person's choice. Live life how you want to live it. Don't let someone else choose for you. You're your own boss. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. No one can tell you what you can or can't do, especially as an adult. Once you're an adult, you pretty much have the ultimate freedom of whatever you want to do. Like, I choose to live solo, mainly because I'm not really one for social interaction. So, and I'm not saying that as like it's as a gamer stereotype or whatnot. I'm just antisocial. I never, even before gaming came to my life, I just never really enjoyed social interactions with people. It was pretty much a daunting task, like handling, dealing, and working with people. That was super annoying. I really did not like that. The main reason why I tend to go, play a lot of single player games as well. Well, MMOs don't really appeal to me, and it's just really terrible. I'm not a fan of MMOs like at all. There was at one point where I did play like MMOs with people, but honestly, I only got on just to chat with them. I honestly didn't do anything else. Like, I didn't go on raids or anything. I just went on, kind of used it as like a chat room, because a long time ago, for those who weren't born in the time, there was this thing called AOL. Yeah, that thing is pretty much ancient now, and AOL is pretty much the only way that you could really, instant message someone. There wasn't any Skype or Hamachi or anything else in between. There wasn't. Besides, and the only way you can properly talk to someone was through email or either through email or maybe even PMs, which was actually a popular thing back then. PM means private message for those who actually don't know. But yeah, in fact, I actually did like PMs for quite a while. Back then, when YouTube was pretty much new, you can actually PM anyone that wasn't really a part of Google Plus, because Google Plus wasn't a thing back then. Or you can also PM people that you weren't subscribed to. I did that quite a bit with another person. I did that with quite a bit with some people, where we would honestly try to see how many replies we can do in one message. Like, uh, there was actually this one person in this game called Roblox, which I played for a while. We had pretty much like 700 something replies to each other. We went on this. We kept going on and on and on. Just like writing random stuff and messages to each other. Just okay. That's interesting. Actually, did they actually give you a boost? No? Okay. Anyway, we just went on and on and on, just writing messages to each other, saying random stuff, even if it didn't really make any sense. We even made like a storyline together where where I write one line of dialogue and the other person wrote another line of dialogue. You know, it was actually fun, and I wish that YouTube would have kept the PM system, you know, that as simple as it was back then. But no, now you have to have Google Plus. Now you have to make sure it's a subscriber. Now you have to pretty much, it's now boring and dull and dumb now. I really dislike the way that YouTube did that. I mean, now, you know, it's just something that we're pretty much adapted to. But that doesn't mean I still don't like it. Like, you know, because YouTube was just this grand thing that, you know, everyone liked because it was something that, you know, finally a place where we can properly express ourselves and just be silly or goofy or whatever. And, you get really hungry really fast in this update. I won't be eating anything. Well, you know, I only have one level, so I guess I won't hurt to suicide. Anyway, YouTube just used to be a whole lot simpler back then, and it wasn't really a race for, you know, see who can get the most subscribers or see who is, you know, more capable of this or that. It was just, you know, it was fun. Like, my most viewed video back then was actually part of my mother walkthrough, or I guess now it's called Earthbound Beginnings. But essentially, that had a lot of views, but that was because I posted it on through Flip, and Flip was actually an old web camera that I used back then. It was actually my first web camera. It was actually my first camera as well. Basically, I just pointed that to the screen. I just pointed the camera to the screen, and in fact, actually, you can actually look at all my old videos. They're still up there. You can, you know, all I did was just point the camera at the screen and made a walkthrough. Oh my god, a pink Starman was uploaded via Flip. So, Flip Video Manager. And that got a lot of views because Flip actually had this thing where basically you're just able to post a... Wait, Han. Well, yeah, basically you're able to post it directly to YouTube, but Flip also had like an account on Facebook, and I don't even have a Facebook, but apparently that video got featured on that Facebook page, and so Zoma Got a Pink Starman actually was actually creating a lot of traffic. So then I actually got asked by YouTube if I wanted to create a joint account. And this is early YouTube too, and this is back then when YouTube were basically 1,000 views was considered a lot. And I didn't even have 1,000 views. I think I had like 300 at the time, and they asked me to be a partner. I declined it, not once but twice. The reason being was because I didn't want to be that guy that pretty much makes money from content that technically is not even mine. Like the content is basically the content is actually from the game, and I'm just showing off that and I'm just teaching players on how to play the game. That's all I'm doing. And then after seeing that hey buddy, how would you like to be a partner? I'm like, I would have to post, and I read everything too. I'm not gonna just blindly sign in on anything. I read. So basically it's asking me if I want to be a YouTube partner. Will this actually work? Never really tested it this way. Anyway, yeah, I'll just go ahead and tell that. Anyway, yeah, they asked me to become a YouTube partner, and I'm like, I don't know. Especially since part of the regiments were that everything you have to be is pretty much original, fair use, blah blah blah. I didn't really know too much about fair use or whatnot, but it didn't really say fair use. It just said make sure that your content is original, and I didn't feel like what I had was original. For I'm just making a guide on a game that I just really enjoy. So I declined it, and then it asked me again at some point, and I declined that as well because if I really wanted to be a YouTube partner in making things original, then I would have actually started out with a Flash animation or vlogging or making silly videos or whatever. I would have not have became a guide, a walkthrough, even to some people a mentor. In fact, I'm even willing to say that Chugga Conroy was actually no, not Chugga Conroy, but Caped Mario was actually the person that inspired me to actually go along with making videos, because when I first started out, I honestly had no clue on how to start, because this is like the Mario Forever series wasn't actually my first attempt on making basically video. I'm making a walkthrough. My first attempt was actually through a game, and it's actually my favorite game of all time, Bahamut Lagoon. And this game is a tactics game, and it takes a lot of patience, and it takes a lot of explanation. Like, okay, for those who have played Fire Emblem, they are the Fire Emblem for the Game Boy Advance. They would know that the prelude was 26 chapters long, and essentially what I well, I didn't know at the time, but basically what I have to do is actually explain that entire prelude, which is the tutorial, by the way, within 1 to 2 videos. But back then, I didn't really know where to start. What I did was actually announce, hello all, my name is Dagger, and this is my first ever video walkthrough, and I will be basically going through the game. I was really shy too. I mean, compared to now, from back then, I pretty much had no talking experience because, like I mentioned before, I'm pretty much antisocial. So, actually, I need that block. I was pretty much antisocial at the time, and now look at me. I'm talking. I'm building stuff. I'm just, this is just casual for me too. This is actually just all casual for me too, and the casual aspect of this entire playthrough is pretty much just me, just pretty much. I just kind of view it like a journal, like a thought journal or whatnot. And I can play this game pretty much mindlessly, even though I will admit I do have some tools to help me out. But I can play this game pretty much without even thinking, and just let my thoughts roam while just playing the game. And basically, this is me being casual. Doing like stuff like Hardcore Weekly and Nuzlocke, and I know that I know it's past time, but doing stuff like Hardcore Weekly and Nuzlocke, that was me trying to do something different. And in a way, this is kind of different too, because like I said before, I make walkthroughs. Making playthroughs is sort of out of my element, mainly because, well, I'm not really one to uphold a conversation for super long, and it's actually kind of amazing that I've even held a conversation for this long, actually. So, what I'm trying to get at is that, this is, well, actually, I should probably explain that this is actually kind of a temporary thing, making playthroughs instead of walkthroughs. Oh, I had more. Okay. Because, I'm not, because this is just, I don't know how to properly explain it, but essentially, yes, I make walkthroughs. Playthroughs is only just temporary, so that way when I get a new computer, until I get a new computer, which should be soon. I will be getting a new computer relatively shortly. Once I'm going through the checks and balances with my brother, because he knows a lot more about computers than I do. So, oh wow, a pumpkin already. He knows a lot more about computers than I do, so I'm really relying on him more than anything to get, to make sure that I'm not getting ripped off on any computer. So, yeah. You know what? You can go on the base layer. That's where the mobs spawn. Oh crap! Creeper! Oh, and Skelly! Maybe I can get a music disc. That would be cool. Okay, yep. Oh no! Saddest of days. Oh my gosh, my chest. My chests. Okay, oh, there I go. Okay, we gotta defend ourselves real fast. I don't know the recipe for making a shield, by the way. There are probably people who are shouting at me. I do have materials to make a shield, but I don't know. You have a pumpkin on your head. Wait, they're fighting each other, aren't they? Or at least those two are. Or they were fighting each other. Respawn. Alright, take 3. Ah, crap. Okay, get the sword, get the sword. Sword of Change. Okay. Okay, 1 down, 2 to go. Alright, 1 more. Where is it? Oh, I guess it died. Alright. Oh yeah, I went through the sunlight. That's what happened. Good thing I still have all my stuff, but yeah, that could have definitely gone better. A lot better. Look at my poor character. For those who don't know, that's a quote from Cave Story. Anyway, do I still have my pumpkin? Yes, there it is. Alright, snow golem obtained. And I will be making a couple walls here soon. Just to make sure that the snow golem doesn't fall off the edge. I'm pretty sure it shouldn't. In fact, it might even melt in the water before anything else, but yeah. Hey, buddy. What should we name you? I don't want to get too attached because, you know, it will be like Nuzlocke. I'll just call you... what can I call you? I'll call you Wendy. Alright, so Wendy is going to be the protector of this base layer, for it has a lot of mobs. Of course, she's not going to be the only one that's going to be down here, so I will be making more snow golems as soon as more pumpkins arrive. And I actually do have some more bones, so I can make more bone meal. And I keep looking at that cacti and thinking it's a creeper. There we go. Now I got melons. Yay! Anyway, so I'm gonna call this episode good. It's been lasting for quite a while, so it's been going on for quite a while. I'm gonna be chopping these trees and adding more cobble. Yeah, I'm gonna need more cobble. And like I said before, I'm only going to be using this pickaxe for mining cobble. These stone pickaxes have their purpose. So, yeah, that's it, and I will be seeing ya. I'm not gonna suicide this time. Sorry.